We begin with that massive arsenal of weapons found in Queens. Ghost guns, explosives, body armor, all discovered in an apartment in Astoria, right across the street from a Con Ed plant. Arrested and charged, two brothers indicted on 130 criminal charges. And it wasn't just weapons investigators found.
Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon with the story. She's live in Astoria, Queens for us. Sonia.
Yeah, Bill, neighbors are putting two and two together about the two brothers who they say were anything but friendly. Authorities, federal agents, NYPD bomb squad were searching here, and they had to evacuate this building because of what they found. Not just the ghost guns they were looking for, but all kinds of homemade explosives and a hit list.
One wrong mix of chemicals or one wrong wire could have taken that whole building down.
The ghost guns were just the tip of the iceberg. The search warrant carried out at the Astoria apartment uncovered these homemade explosive devices, some of them in the same container.
Had one of those IEDs detonated, it would likely have resulted in a shock wave that would have detonated the remaining explosives.
There were anti-government ramblings in writing and a hit list mentioning cops and judges.
A lot of writings of quotes from Charlie Manson, a lot of harm to others.
And the more they searched, the more they found.
9 additional functional smoke bombs, which can be used to divert attention. 1 partially constructed AK-47 style ghost gun, over 600 rounds of ammunition, 1 3D printer.
Neighbors looked out the window on the freezing cold morning of January 17th, seeing Homeland Security and NYPD investigators who would evacuate the building as they searched the second-floor apartment.
There's a disconnect.
𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗢𝗪 says the family downstairs, including the brothers Andrew and 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪, who have now been indicted on 130 charges, seemed bitter, angry, and rude.
It just goes to show you what kind of headspace they're in and how I couldn't interact or engage with them.
Authorities say their ideology was extreme anti-government, a combination of far left and far right, and as of now not connected to any known networks. But they do represent a type of threat becoming more common.
The lone actor threat, really complicated, very difficult to qualify, doesn't fit neatly into a box. And unfortunately, that's the wave of the future. We're going to be seeing cases that look like a little bit of a lot of different things all at once.
Now, there's no evidence at this time that these men had any plans to use their devices or who specifically was on their list. But Bill and Sandra, as you mentioned earlier, this apartment building is right next to a Con Ed plant. Authorities say this community is safer thanks to this indictment and their arrests. They face up to 25 years in prison if convicted.